Welcome back to another episode of Perkins Pipes. Now that I've finished giving all of these estate pipes that I restored a trial run, just kind of wanted to walk you through them and talk about kind of what I thought about them. They all smoked well, and I'll say this just from the get-go, all of these will become a part of my rotation. No question about that. And I guess let's just kind of, we're going to kind of work our way down the line here. So this is the Kaywoodie, the 09B medium pear. And I got to be honest, I love the feel of it. Felt good in the hand. Wasn't my favorite of the smokers. And that's one of the things we'll talk about here a little bit. So many different factors go into your enjoyment of a pipe. And a similar thing is true of fountain pens. It seems like the overlap between fountain pens and pipes comes up a lot, at least on this channel. You know, you click a ballpoint pen, you're going to get the exact same action every single time until the ink runs out. With a fountain pen, it may be a little bit different. All right, it really depends on the paper. It depends on how old the ink is. It depends on if you have cleaned the pen well. And a similar thing when it comes to pipes. Now, I've only smoked each of these one time, so they need multiple more smokes, really, before I can offer a solid opinion. But the Kaywoodie, I don't know. It's the 4-hole stinger here. We kind of think this is, some folks have said they think probably late 30s, early 40s, maybe more toward the early 40s. It was okay. It just didn't, I know, I felt like I had to relight it a number of times. Again, so many factors on something like that, right? Could depend on how I packed it. Especially since I was smoking these while doing videos, I often have to relight because I'm talking during the videos. If I'm just enjoying a pipe by myself, typically no relights, or maybe not until the very end of the bowl. So really, these do bear another smoke without video to really see how they go. We come along here to the Medico. This is the Medico Alma. Absolutely love this one. In fact, I remember whichever video it was that I debuted this pipe on, a little bit closer look here, the Medico Alma. I even came back on at the end and said just how much I really enjoyed this guy. Now it came with a filter. I had removed it, did not replace the filter for the Medico. Really enjoyed it. It smoked smoothly. It smoked. It lasted quite a long time. So really enjoyed that one. In fact, it's one of the 3 favorites out of the lot. The other Medico, which was just in the last video that I did, this Medico Foursquare VFQ very fine quality pot. Wow. It smoked hot. Really felt it, and I don't know. I didn't really seem to think that the walls were that thin on the bowl, but I noticed as I was smoking it, it got quite hot. Stayed lit fine. It smoked fine. A little bit slow, but I was surprised by the heat in that one. This is another one that I thoroughly enjoyed. This is the Unmarked Danish. This says handmade in Denmark. So again, not knowing if that is a Georg Jensen or some other maker of a Danish pipe. This is the one where I had completely just cut the end of the stem off and filed a new button. Boy, I loved it. Loved how it fits in the hand. Was a good long smoker, very smooth smoker, so thoroughly enjoyed that. Then there was the little Savinelli King's Cross. man, I wanted to like this guy. And I do. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it. You know, just ultra, ultra cool. Very, very lightweight, and was one that, again, may have been the way I packed it, but it needed to be relit, felt like multiple times. Again, that could have been because I was recording the video. I'm just not sure about that. So not one of the top three, at least not yet. And then, actually, I think this is the one that I had tried out first. This was the Georg Jensen, the bent Dublin. And boy, I liked it a lot. It smoked well. It, you know, stayed lit. It was a nice clencher. Gorgeous little pipe. So the top three for me were this one, the Georg Jensen bent Dublin, the otherwise unmarked handmade in Denmark, and this Medico Alma Mater, or Alma Mater. So those are my three favorites. They're favorites because, as I say, they smoked well, they drew really well, they lasted a long time. Didn't feel like it really needed to do much in the way of relights, and they didn't get excessively hot as I smoked them. So curious, and I'm guessing, you know, really starting to get a little bit of rain out here, but I think we can still finish this video. I'm curious, what makes you fall in love with a particular pipe? What makes you say, maybe not so much? Is it merely a function of draw? Is it a function of times you need to relight? Is it the weight? Is it clenchability? Is it look? Undoubtedly, multiple of those things fall into this. And by the way, this is one of the videos that is completely about pipes. We usually talk about other topics while I'm smoking a pipe. I'd like to talk about some of the finer things. So if you like videos like this, we certainly invite you to click subscribe and join us in the fun over here at Perkins Pipes. So what are you looking for in a favorite pipe? What causes you to put a pipe down and say, maybe that one isn't one of my favorites? How long does it take you to really form an opinion? Now, like I say, I'm doing a quick video here after having smoked each of these guys just one time. And while recording videos, each one of these was debuted in a video. I can't wait to smoke these guys just by myself and just really savor them and enjoy them, give each of these guys another try. And I may come up with a different opinion. And if I do, I'll record a video about that and share that with you. But how long does it take you to form an opinion about a pipe? Have there been pipes that you loved right at the beginning and have continued to love for as long as you've had them? Have you had any pipes that you loved at the beginning and, quite frankly, you fell out of love? It didn't, just over time you're like, I'm not quite so sure. Did you get back together with any of those pipes? Did you renew the relationship, as it were? Any pipes that you had that you started off with and said, ooh, I'm not so sure about this. Later on, it grew on you, and you came to love it. So curious what your thoughts are in terms of how you determine your favorite pipes and the ones that you like a little bit less. Obviously, all of us get better and better and better in terms of packing and lighting and that sort of thing, yet still, this is a human enterprise. I'm not going to pack that tobacco exactly the same way every single time, much though I might want to. It's not going to happen, right? I'm human. I'm going to put a little bit more, a little bit less, or use a little bit more force as I'm tamping, or not as much. And that's going to happen. All those sorts of things, the kind of tobacco, all those sorts of things will figure into the overall experience of smoking the pipe. But anyhow, just wanted to kind of walk you through those. A little bit of review of the 6 estate pipes. And once again, I want to thank my friend Julie. Thank you so much for those. Wife of my dear brother, buddy Sam. Sam, I love you, man. And Julie, love you guys. And anyhow, as Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. Or as I like to say in Latin, Parva ago ut tandem nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.